Hey everyone, in today's video I'm finally going to be sharing with you my favorite skincare items of 2018. I know this video was supposed to follow shortly after my makeup one, but if you remembered the huge amount of breakouts I had on my chin, it got worse. I feel like it was a combination of not only breakouts from eating a lot of chocolate during the holidays, but also the fact that I'm still within my 3 months of retinoids and my skin's still getting used to it. But now my chin is fairly clear and I am more than ready to share with you the products I have favorited for the year of 2018. I definitely tried a lot of skincare items that year, and I actually started this list in December 2018 and really cut out some products since. And I really honed in on the products that I really enjoyed, I feel like really benefited my skin, and I would purchase or repurchase. Having said that, let's get right into this video. First category is makeup remover, and that goes out to Marcel's Gentle Makeup Remover for sensitive eyes. In the past few years, my eyes have become very sensitive. I've been told by my optometrist and ophthalmologist that I have severely dry eyes. They're quite sensitive to light, they get inflamed really easily, and sometimes the facial cleansing balms I use does sting a little bit around my eyes. Before, it never used to really do that, but I just feel like as time has passed, my eyes have become more sensitive. And I find the Marcel Eye Makeup Remover does the trick at removing any waterproof mascara that I wear, any eyeshadow. It doesn't make my vision blurry, it doesn't sting my eyes, and it also doesn't dry out my eye area. This is an empty bottle. I already repurchased a new one, and I feel like this is gonna stay in my nighttime skincare routine for a long time. Next category is cleanser, and I really don't think this is a surprise. It is the Cerave Hydrating Cleanser. The simple ingredients list the amount you get and how lovely it feels on the skin. I feel like this just can't be beat. I use this mostly as my first cleanse. I find as my second cleanse I need something a little bit stronger and not as gentle as this one. My boyfriend has used this as well. He usually uses this at night, and this has lasted us for almost the whole year. This is an empty. I'm currently using a cleanser that was gifted to me from a friend, but I'm pretty sure I'll be going back to this, and I will be doing an empties newbies type of video, and that video will just show off all my empties products and what I have either replaced it with or if I repurchased them. If you're looking for a good quality affordable cleanser, I most definitely recommend this one. Next category is hydrators. I have emptied this product out. I've already mentioned it in a favorite and in my skincare routine, and that is the CosRX Galactomyces 95 Tone Brightening Essence. I'm currently using the Secret Key First Treatment Essence, and while I find the ingredients list very similar to the CosRX one, that essence is quite watery and I prefer the texture of the CosRX one. The reason why I chose the CosRX Galactomyces Essence as my favorite is because it is the product that really helped tackle my dehydration issues. And that's really when I noticed my skin didn't feel as tight as it used to. It looked a lot more even tone, and I actually noticed my hyperpigmentation fading. For my favorite moisturizers of the year, I really couldn't choose one, so I actually have 3 to share with you. First one, let's get it out of the way, the Cerave PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. Definitely a favorite. This is my 3rd empty of this product. Out of all the drugstore products, I feel like Cerave really does stand at the top. It just has good quality ingredients, a very minimal list, and it works. Just to reiterate again why I love this, this has 4% niacinamide. It also has the ceramides like everything else in the Cerave line. I do find this suitable for all skin types, but for my dry skin in particular, I like using this in the summertime, and I use about 4 pumps. Next is Hada Labo's Koi Gokujun Perfect Gel. I purchased this one because I was really inspired by Dr. Dre's method of moisturizing twice, using one as a humectant and one as an occlusive. And so I purchased this one as my humectant moisturizer, and I really feel like it just conditioned my skin so well. Another popular one is the Skin Plumping Gel with 5% urea. I believe that's only a US exclusive, whereas this one I'm able to access it online. Ever since I finished this, I just cannot stop thinking about it. It has urea in it, it has the standard hyaluronic acid that all Hada Labo products carry. It also has squalane and ceramides as well, and it just did an amazing job at making my skin feel smooth and well moisturized. And the reason I haven't repurchased this is because I wanted to try out Hada Labo's Premium Lotion, which has 3% urea, and that one's nice, but I feel like this one did a lot more for my dry skin, so I think I will be going back to this. Last moisturizer is the Klairs Vitamin E Mask. I have already mentioned this in my brand review of Klairs. This is the only sleeping mask I have tried that did not exaggerate my pores and make me feel very congested. I noticed the instant brightening effect as I apply this mask on my face at night. It doesn't aggravate my breakouts, and by the time I wake up the next morning, my skin still feels moisturized. It doesn't feel dried out. Ideally, I would like one moisturizer as the go-to for morning and night, but I just love using this and I love the results that it gives me, so I think I'm going to continue using this in my routine. Another category I found really difficult to reduce to one item is treatments. So like moisturizers, I also have 3 to share with you all. The first one is the most expensive one. It is Dermalogica's Biolumin-C serum. Including this, I have tried around 4 different vitamin C serums last year, and out of all of the 4, this one stood out to me the most. The other 3 vitamin C serums were Banish Acne Scars Banish Oil, Mad Hippie's Vitamin C Serum, and Timeless's 20% Vitamin C Serum. They all have brightened up my skin, evened out my skin tone, made my skin feel hydrated. It's the Dermalogica one I found that actually really helped with hyperpigmentation. The other ones I felt like unless I used a retinoid alongside with it, it wasn't really doing much. Whereas with this one, I noticed a difference within 2 weeks, and I also noticed my skin softened a lot and looked a lot smoother. I felt like when I used this in my routine, all I needed to do for the day was cleanse my skin, apply the Biolumin-C serum, apply moisturizer, apply SPF, and I was done for the day, and my dry skin was satisfied. She's quite expensive. The retail price in Canadian dollars is over 100, but if by using this cuts out other products in my routine, I do find in that sense it is worth it. I wouldn't purchase this off the bat. I'd wait until the Sephora VIB sale came up to get the 20% off. Next treatment is different. This is the over-the-counter one for 0.1% adapalene. Even though I moved up to a higher prescription strength of different, I still felt the need to mention this in my skincare favorites list because this was literally my gateway drug going into retinoids. Unfortunately, this is not available to Canadians. My friend purchased this for me when she went to the States for work. However, the fact that this is a prescription grade product that's available very easily over the counter and it is fairly affordable, I think is just incredible. Out of any product that you can use to improve your acne, I definitely recommend you go for this one. I think it's totally worth it for you to try out. Retinoids is definitely a long-term commitment. Don't expect to use this in a week and have your skin clear up miraculously. You need to use this for like a good 6 months to a year, and even then you need to continue using it. Definitely give this a try if you want to start using vitamin A, especially if you are looking to clear your acne. Different is more used for preventative measures against acne, so one product that I found was really good at tackling the current acne I had on my skin was the Benzoyl 5 Acne Wash. It has been a hell of a long time since I've used benzoyl peroxide in my skincare routine, and I'm really happy I decided to go with this one first. The last time I used benzoyl peroxide, it was prescription strength at 8%, and I eventually developed an allergic reaction to it, so I couldn't even use it anymore. And I believe that was over 5 years ago, maybe even 6. So I wanted to make sure if I'm reintroducing benzoyl peroxide back into my routine, it would be in the gentlest form possible, and this is exactly what it is. Aside from the simple ingredients, I didn't find my skin reacted awfully at all. It managed to clear up any acne I would have in a few days, and it wasn't harshly drying at all. I didn't find my face was flaking. I didn't find it got red or anything like that. Since I am using Dapsone right now as the kind of replacement for this, I won't be going back to this until I finish that prescription. Even so, I might consider using the leave-on treatment after I finish it. Another category that has a lot of products to mention is exfoliators. Here are the 4 products. These are the peeling gels and these are the toners. Starting off with peeling gels, both of these stood out to me a lot in the year 2018, and I couldn't really reduce it to one. For the Dr. G Brightening Peeling Gel, it is really gentle, very mild. I just like that I could use this right away after a shower. I didn't need to dry out my skin to use this product. I could use it on wet skin. I find the Secret Key Lemon Sparkling Peeling Gel, however, really knocks other peeling gels out of the park because of its value and how good it actually is. This is one of the more moisturizing peeling gels I find. It doesn't pill up similarly to that of, say, the Dr. G's peeling gel or other standard ones, and I felt like my skin felt moisturized after using it. It's 120 mils for around $7 to $10 US depending what the sale is, and I think that's an amazing price. Next are the acid toner. So this one is Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA liquid, and I also have Crave Beauty's kale-lalu-yaha. I'm really sorry if I cannot pronounce that properly. For the Paula's Choice one, this I believe has a cult following, and I totally see why. Out of all the products I have mentioned, by far, this is probably the most gentle one. Before I use this, I always mentally prepare myself for a stinging sensation, but really when I use this, it's very soothing. It makes my skin look really nice and hydrated and smooth. And of course, the BHA does its thing. I especially notice this when I use this after a workout or more frequently in the summertime. In the summertime in particular, I find my sebaceous filaments on my nose to be really dark and gross, so I find this really helps control that. And despite it being an acid, my face looks really bright, even tone, and my pores look a lot smaller as well. Definitely see why there's a cult following behind this, and I most definitely recommend it. For Crave Beauty's acid toner. It is 5.25% glycolic acid. What I really like about this one is that it not only doesn't leave my skin feeling dry, but it's okay to use alongside my retinoid. Ever since starting a high prescription strength, I only use this about once a week, but even so, I can still use my prescription afterwards and I don't find any extra aggravation to my skin. It's really unfortunate that this is not easily accessible to Canadians. It's only available for those in the US and South Korea. If you are in one of those residing countries, definitely check this acid toner out and just the brand in general. I do plan on doing a Crave Beauty brand review soon. I do have all 3 of their products, so stay tuned for that. And the last category for my skincare favorites is sunscreen. If you follow my blog, you know that I did a sunscreen week and I started doing a sunscreen Sunday as well every time I have a new SPF product to try out and review. The 2 biggest standouts, however, were these ones. No surprise to see this Elta MD one here. This is the UV Facial Broad Spectrum SPF 30+ Moisturizing Facial Sunscreen. Before this, I was using sunscreen on a daily basis, but I found that my interest in sunscreen peaked a lot more and my enjoyment for using it peaked a lot more once I started using the Elta MD one. This truly was a cosmetically elegant sunscreen. Again, this brand is not easily accessible to Canadians. I know my dermatologist office started carrying it. Once I finish other SPF products, I may just take a trip to that office and pick up some more Elta MD sunscreens. And the last sunscreen is Klairs Soft Airy UV Essence SPF 50+ PA 4+. This is the best product release Klairs has done by far. It is a chemical sunscreen with Uvinol A+ and Uvinol T150. The texture is beautiful. It really is like a creamy gel essence. This doesn't sting my skin. I can also apply this around my eyes, no problem whatsoever. I also find for my dry skin, this does add a nice extra layer of moisture. The same goes for the Elta MD one as well. I also found that it gave my skin an extra layer of moisture. I love the Elta MD sunscreen, but like I said, it's not as easily accessible. Whereas the Klairs one, it is available internationally, and I find the value for the amount of product that you get is really good as well. And that is it for my skincare favorites of 2018. Once again, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to give it a like. Remember to subscribe to my channel down below if you're interested in any more of my videos. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and I will see you all soon. Ciao.